Yokai Shadows, written by Brandon Chin.
Chapter 6, Kwame. She needs help, I told Jeanette. He had traveled all over Osaka to soak in the lingering New Year spirit in the city that never slept. With the most Michelin stars in the world, Tokyo had the reputation of Japan's 24-hour city, but Osaka came in a close second. The city had fewer people overall, but it felt fuller because of the direct communication and natural humor.
Help with what?
Janet said, smirking and nudging me with his elbow. Nah, come on, man. You know I'm booked full in that arena. Dates every week.
But with worthy partners. You told me yourself last time I came that a lot of your dealings were shallow.
I rubbed the back of my neck. You're right. It's been tough trying to find the right one for the long run. They got to be more than just thick.
I think you're in the wrong country for that,
Janet said, laughing from his belly. You'd be surprised, man. Plenty of wide-hipped women out here walking with a mean sway, I said. Yuki was the first one in a while that I naturally felt drawn to protect. More than the Ko-Omote mask, I wanted to ensure that she wasn't damaged in any way, emotionally or physically. Yet, I still found myself hesitant to fully commit. I had seen too many faces flush themselves of compassion despite years of dedication on my part. My chest started to tighten. What you feeling for lunch right now? I said, exhaling slowly.
Noodles. I had some ramen the other day, and it beats anything you could find in New York. Tonkatsu?
Ah, you mean tonkotsu. That's the one with heavy pork broth from Fukuoka. Tonkatsu is the pork cutlet on a bowl of rice. But I know a great noodle spot, something with a lighter broth to it so that you aren't coating your throat with lard.
Let's go. By the way, any shows we can check out while I'm here? The masks are one thing, but I want to see them in action on stage.
I scratched my chin as we stepped onto the subway at Umeda. There was a large group of Chinese tourists, all wearing bright puffer jackets as they talked loudly without restraint. Japanese trains were notorious for enforcing an unconscious rule of silence on the train. But Osaka hated rules, which allowed tourists to fit right in. Shows everywhere, all the time, depends on what you're looking for. You got Kyogen?
No, Kyogen. Saw that last time I was here. Way back, but the bad taste still plagues my palate. It has to be something with the Ko-Omote.
I laughed. Kyogen was meant for the older Japanese crowd that could understand the archaic jokes. The lack of masks also made it a performance hard to concentrate on for a few hours. You're a fan of the Ko-Omote? Yet you bought the red hanya? A smirk came to his face.
You collect what hits you the hardest, but the Ko-Omote has more grace. And what's that thing they say about it?
It's the pinnacle for every mask carver. If you master the young virgin's face, you can do all the faces, I said. That must be what the organization was after. Comprehensive mastery of the art form consolidated into one face. He opened his palms and shrugged his shoulders.
Who wouldn't want to see the pinnacle of an art form in the spotlight?
I get you, but like I was saying, she needs help, man. He let his arms fall to his side and cocked his head with lowered eyelids. I stopped walking too. What?
I never knew you to be the type to hold yourself back. The man that uprooted himself to find a new home in the island nation notorious for shunning foreigners.
She's different. When we first talked, she didn't have the typical resistance. It wasn't.
Oh my God, a foreign alien.
It was more resistance to working together? Maybe she's also had her trust ruptured repeatedly by the people she's loved the most. He scrunched his lips and tilted his head.
Well then, yes, she does need help. And you know what I need? Food.
I smiled and put my arm over his shoulder. I got you, my guy.